past few years, surveillance has quickly risen to the forefront of the public's mind, with the question of how much surveillance we're willing to put up with in the name of our safety, and at what point does it begin to encroach upon our privacy. With the advent of digital tools and social media sites, surveillance has become an action that can be carried out by almost anyone with relative ease. At any one time, any given person can be watching any one of us, or any number of us, and we could have no idea. But what many of us don't realize is that the sensation that we have lost our sense of privacy is not a new one, and it can be compared to much older historic phenomena. In this instance, the panopticon. The panopticon is defined as a circular prison with cells arranged around a central tower, from which prisoners could at all times be observed. You might be familiar with this concept from a recent example of its usage in the film Guardians of the Galaxy. In his essay, Discipline and Punish, Michel Foucault further elaborates on the concept of the panopticon. He says, all that is needed, then, is to place a supervisor in the central tower and to shut up in each cell a madman, a patient, a condemned man, a worker, or a schoolboy. By the effect of backlighting, one can observe from the tower, standing out precisely against the light, the small captive shadows in the cells of the periphery. Therefore, the feeling of being watched at all times, but never knowing if they are actually being watched, is induced. This concept can be translated to the modern day. You carry around a phone, a tablet, or a laptop with you consistently. Whether it is used for work or play, you seem to be almost always using that device. It feels as if it could be an extension of yourself. But is it the extension of something else as well? That something or someone, as former CEO of Google Eric Schmidt put it, can know where you are, know where you've been, can more or less guess what you're thinking about. Your device has become the guard tower of the new panopticon. It can be used to watch what you are doing, similar to how the structure of the panopticon allowed for consistent surveillance. These digital technologies are where your life plays out in many ways, and anyone can see it at any time. And that doesn't just mean government organizations, but digital corporations like Google and Facebook, your friends, family, and complete strangers. We have grown dependent on these devices for many everyday tasks, so much so that someday they may actively know our schedules and actions. In choosing to bring them with us as we move, we essentially carry the tools of our own surveillance with us. Mark Andrejevic explains this complacency through his concept of the digital enclosure. The digital enclosure is a means by which people choose to subject themselves to surveillance in order to gain access to digital services, in effect trading in their privacy. Andrejevic was conscious that this could be a possibility of the future, as evidenced by his statement, consider the physical and dynamic aspects of the notion of enclosure. Cellular wireless networks as expanding interactive overlays that endow the world around us with interactive capabilities. We unknowingly, but willingly, submit ourselves to the new panopticon. What with any one person able to observe any other person at any given time, from any location, with the observed being unaware of this. And in this instance, the observer is privy to more than just the physical state, but the mental state of the observed as well, by way of their online presence, such as their search queries and their social media profiles. In effect, the panopticon, an old architectural design meant for watching prisoners, has been digitized and mobilized in our modern age. What with the internet and large databases, our personal information can be gathered and stored with ease, and accessed from a single digital tower. With the mobilization of the internet through our cell phones, laptops, and tablets, that digital tower has become mobile as well, able to be accessed from anywhere. Digital technologies have made the panopticon a mobile architecture, revealing a space where we are imprisoned by our own dependence on said technology, never knowing if we are being watched, but with the idea that we could be ever present.
I never thought of it that way.